finna spit the illest lyrics. White man be born, manufactured in poverty. That's how a criminal's born. White supremacy exists cause blacks were stripped naked of the cash they was making. Black businesses forsaken. I get that bacon, fuck boys busy hating. I want to show y'all something real quick.
This is the July 2020 shooting that killed a 1-year-old.
Devel Gardner Jr., who was only 22 months old, sitting in his stroller when he was shot and killed, too small, too young to survive his injuries. 2 gunmen shooting indiscriminately towards a park where people were having a barbecue.
4 people in total were shot, including devel.
Y'all ever heard of the pandemic within the pandemic? If you guys haven't heard of it, what it literally means is these white supremacists with black faces that look just like me, and they have hair just like me. They run around with their guns, shooting everything they see. If they see grass, they shoot it. If they see a fence, they'll shoot it. If they see a bird, they'll shoot it. If they see a tree trunk, they'll shoot it. If they see darkness, they'll shoot it. If they see a trash can, they'll shoot it. If they see a fire hydrant, a car, and a human being, they will shoot it. These viruses, because that's what they are, we have to be accurate when we're talking, are being created by black queens, or at least what you people like to call black queens, because last I checked, queens don't act like them. I know some of y'all gonna ask, why are you blaming it on black women? Well, there's too many reasons to blame it on them. Too many reasons. I got too many reasons, y'all. You have a kid out of wedlock. You have a kid with a guy you know has a high chance of either going to prison or getting shot dead in the streets. 9 times out of 10, you're going to put him on child support. And what child support says, we'll only support you if the man is not there. You will even give you section 8 as long as the man is not there. So the government is literally saying, we will help you, black woman, as long as the man is out of the household, which in turn will heighten the chances of that child joining a street gang. And then, on top of that, you living in the hood. You're living in poverty. You love your child so much that you're living in poverty. You gave birth to your child in a impoverished, gang-filled neighborhood. What do you expect to happen? Let's continue.
Gardner, this is his godfather.
His life was taken short. He was a happy baby, never gave problems.
24-year-old Akeem Artis and 25-year-old Deshaun Austin were the alleged shooter and driver. 18 members of the Huli Gang, ranging in age from 19 to 33, are named in the 63-count indictment that includes 4 homicides and 8 non-fatal shootings. The NYPD says there are under 100 members in this Bed-Stuy-based gang.
Kind of taken off the top layer of the gang,
the individuals that are the true trigger pullers, the shot callers, and the individuals that really founded the Hulis.
Investigators say gang members operated by using a 3-car caravan, a blocker to block a police cruiser, a chaser to speed off to make police chase that car, and a third containing the shooters. They also used an encrypted instant messaging system with coded language. The Brooklyn.
You see how organized they are? This is how you know these people are not idiots. Like, they're ignorant, but they're very intelligent. You're intelligent enough to create coded language in order to attempt to evade the law. But of course, you're always gonna have snitches that end up, breaking up with what you viruses are starting with, with this coded language and with your criminal activity. You see, oh man, I got so much to say, y'all. I don't understand how you viruses run around shooting everything and everyone you see, and then you run away from the scene to try not to get caught by the cops. But aren't you tough? Don't you got a gun? Aren't you able to shoot the cops if you wanted to? Oh, that's what it is. You trying to survive after taking somebody else's life for no reason. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. You know what I wish? I wish you viruses had balls big enough to shoot it out with the cops every single time that you went out there to kill somebody for no reason. The reason why I wish this is because you will end up losing your worthless life. And that's exactly what needs to happen. You're worthless, useless, counterproductive. You are a virus. You little dudes are a virus, and I know it's not even your fault. But when you get a certain age, you are too far gone for redemption, in my humble opinion. When you get a certain age and you running around shooting and doing all this stuff and taking people's lives and you think it's cool, and then you got your homeboys laughing and giggling at the fact that you taking people's lives and y'all having drinks and celebrating because of it. I honestly feel like you need to be taken out. Like, prison time shouldn't be an option for you. You should just be taken out. Like, forget all of that prison time stuff. You need to get tortured and taken out of this world.
DA says this takedown is the second part of a larger investigation. Back in January, 19 members of the 900 gang were indicted, Huli's rival. They believe this will eliminate back and forth shootings.
Historically, as soon as these trigger pullers, these violent offenders are taken down, the violence subsides in that area.
The NYPD plans to engage local clergy and community groups to help try and show younger members alternatives to gang life. At the Brooklyn DA's
community groups to try to show these young dudes another way. The American government makes me sick. They make me freaking sick. See, this is why those youth programs never worked, people. Just in case you don't live in a hood, just in case you're not black, just in case you're a white person, you ain't never dealt with black issues. Let me educate you people on something. The reason why youth centers and facilities and community leaders, the reason why these institutions and people don't solve the problem is because poverty and the lack of black businesses is systematic, and it's being created by the same people that you see in the DA's office. The same people that call themselves cops, the same people that call themselves judges. They create these situations. They all work together to create this poverty. They all work together to prevent black families from having fathers in the homes. They all work together to put guns out on the street so that these young black dudes could kill each other. This is how they work together to keep this poverty thing going. Okay? So community leaders and youth centers and institutions, that's why it doesn't work. It doesn't work because the poverty and the fatherlessness is systematic. Every waking moment, there is a white man and a white woman talking about how much more they can destroy the black community. They cannot go to sleep and they cannot wake up without thinking about what they can come up, what new idea they could come up with in order to further destroy the black community and black people. Okay? This is why the violence is so extreme in these ghettos. How do you expect somebody to thrive? How do you expect a young black child to thrive in a ghetto where there are no work opportunities? And the only opportunities that are available are very, very low pay, and the cost of living is very high. How do you expect them to survive? How do you expect them to eat? How do you expect them to feed their families? They won't be able to. So this is why they end up resorting to selling drugs, becoming a hitman and those type of things, because those things pay more. They pay way more. You could pay your bills way easier. You could get some food in your belly. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to get laughed at about how you kept wearing the same stuff to school every day. This is what we have to deal with as black people in America, just in case you're white and you've been living on a cloud for the last 15, 20, 30, 40 years of your life. Black women are the culprit as to why these young black boys even exist. The reason why is because black women don't care about these children. They don't care about them. They bear the child, okay? They have the child, okay? And they don't care to get up out of the ghetto. They don't care about providing good health care for the child. They don't care about what school the child goes to. They don't care about this child's clothing. And you know what? I could prove it. Let me tell you something. I'm over here in Dallas right now. I saw a 13 to 15-year-old boy. He was probably 13, 14 years old, walking around without a coat. He had a T-shirt on, and it was cold outside. I felt so bad for him that if at the time I had the ability to afford to buy him a coat, I would have done it. And God knows I would have done it. But his black queen of a mother loved him so much that she was willing to let him go outside in the cold with a T-shirt on while he headed to school. This is how amazing the black queen is. She cares about her black son so much that she will allow him to leave the home and go out with a T-shirt on in the brick cold. It was cold out there, y'all. 30s, it felt like 30, 40 degrees out there. It was cold. And this young man had a T-shirt on. I felt bad for him and I wanted to buy him a coat so bad. Okay? So black women are the reason why these dudes even exist. They keep having these they keep letting these young boys be born into poverty. Okay? They keep neglecting these boys. They keep talking down to these boys. Okay? It's terrible, guys. It's really, really bad. So I don't want you to be confused. And I'm going to end it with this. I don't want you to be confused as to why these viruses grow up shooting everybody. Okay, I don't want you to be surprised. This is why it's happening. This is why crime is so big in these black communities. Okay, you can blame it on the black woman. You could blame it on the irresponsible, careless, gold digging black woman. You could blame it on her. She is the reason why she's the reason why these Pookie and Ray Rays exist. She's the reason. Blame it on her. Okay? You can't blame somebody for becoming a product of their environment. You can't blame them for that because when you growing up in the streets, you either going to become a victim or a wolf. You could pick one. But nobody wants to be a victim. So what else is there to be? A monster. See, if you ain't from the hood, you got to understand something. One of the best things you could be is a bully. Because bullies get respected. Okay? And what I really mean by that is, if you're known as someone who will put somebody down, whether you knock them out or stab them up or shoot them or get them shot, people will think 2 times and 3 times before they think about messing with you. And this is the only thing dudes in the hood respect. That's all they respect. They don't respect you if you just don't mess with nobody and you quiet, you keep to yourself. They ain't gonna respect you. They're gonna try you. So you gotta be a wolf. You gotta be dangerous. You gotta be dangerous. There's no such thing as staying safe. You have to be dangerous. Because when you're dangerous, that's the only way you get respect. You see? That's the only way you get respect. You gotta be violent. Okay? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna finish this video. I'm gonna finish watching this because I didn't even finish watching the video. I had to just give my take real quick. So as you can see, it says Mob Ties, the Hulis. I'm gonna finish watching that video. But leave your like, guys. Y'all already know what it is. It's King Leo. Let's go.